important topics like simple pendulum, oscillations, time period and speed. So at first we will read that what is motion. So what is motion? Already from class 6 you are reading about the motion. So what is motion? Motion means, suppose there is a body. Let us take this car as a body. And if this car is changing its position, means suppose initially this car was here and from this position it has reaches to here. That means this body is changing its position with respect to some origin. This is the origin. Origin means from where we are calculating, from where it is initiating. So in this case we have assumed that this tree as the origin, and that means we have assumed that this car is starting from the tree. So if a body is changing its position with respect to some origin in due course of time, means suppose if from here to here this car is reaching with some point, some time. Let we take this time as 1 minute, 2 minutes or few seconds. In this way, means without time it cannot reach here. So that means we need some time interval. So we can see that there are three things. Means there is one origin and the time is required, and in this time interval the body is changing its position. So that means we can say that what is motion? If a body is changing its position with respect to some origin in due course of time, then the body is said to be in motion. So this was the definition of motion. And to describe this motion, we need a origin. Origin is very much important. Understood? Origin as the fixed point or the reference point. We have to take it. Okay? And in the similar way, we can get the definition of the rest. What is rest? So if a body is not changing its position, means suppose the boy, this one, let we take this person. If a body is not changing its position with respect to some origin in due course of time, then the body is said to be in rest. In the same way, this tree is in the position of the rest because this tree is not changing its position. The time is increasing, but the tree is still in its own position. That means it is in the rest. Okay. So there are many examples in your life, daily life, from where you can get the definitions of rest and motion. Understood? Like see, there are some examples. A moving car. See, all these are in the motion. These are the moving aeroplanes. All these persons, all these things are in motion. Understood? These are the moving bodies. Why? Because they are changing their position. And here these few things are this house, this man, this tree, and this mountains, etc. All these are are in the position of the rest. Understood? So this was motion and rest. Now we will read that the states of rest or the motion are relative. How the states of rest and motion are relative? So let me take some example. Suppose there is one compartment, and in this compartment, suppose there is a railway compartment, and inside that compartment you are walking, and some of your friend is sitting in that compartment. Okay. So when we are comparing your friend with you, so that time your friend is in the position of the rest because he is sitting and you are walking. That means you are in the position of the motion, while your friend is in the position of the rest. Understood? Now if we compare anyone who is outside the station, standing outside the station, outside the train, means who is standing on the station, so according to him, you and your friend both of are in the motion because both of them are changing their position. That means we can say we can see that at the same time the one person, means your friend, is once he is at the position of the rest, and in the same time he is in the position of the motion, that means at the same time same body can be in the position of the motion as well as in the rest. So we can say that they are relative. Motion and rest both are relative, and nothing is as absolute rest or in the absolute motion. Understood? Okay. So from the above observation we can say that the motion is actually a relative motion, means it is relation with someone. When we relating it with somebody else, that time its motion is different, and when again we are comparing it with somebody else, then that time its motion is again different. That means we can say that motion is actually a relative motion, and the states of rest and motion are relative. Okay students, and now see, these are the types of motion. These already you have read. Translatory motion means the motion in which all parts of the body is moving at the same time. Linear motion means motion in a straight line. Curvilinear means in a curved line, motion in a curved line. Random motion means that type of motion in which there is no direction. And rotatory motion means the body, when a body moves on an axis, that is the rotatory motion. Rolling motion means that type of motion in which the body is having some linear motion as well as circular motion. Periodic motion means if a body is changing its position with a fixed interval of time, then the motion is known as the periodic motion. And oscillatory motion, that is the to and fro motion, means aage and piche, that type of motion. And this is the vibratory motion, means one type of oscillatory motion in which the body is moving very fast, means very fast oscillations are known as the vibrations. Okay, and multiple motion. See, here is a pulley, and in this pulley there is so many motion. The bucket undergoing translatory motion, this bucket is having the translatory motion, whereas the pulley possesses rotatory motion. In the pulley it is having the rotatory motion. So all these were the types of motions. Okay, thank you very much students. In our next video we will discuss about simple pendulum and the stopwatch. Okay.